Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy day to watch my video. Today I'm going to talk about what it took to win and get big bass in second place on Tenkiller Lake in Oklahoma. A buddy of mine that only uses True Faith custom bait jigs won. He had between 15 and 16 pounds. He caught all his fish on a True Faith custom bait jig. That's what he caught all his fish on. Fishing anywhere from 9 to 15 foot deep. Rocky points. Sorry about the sunshine and the wind's blowing, so moving the trees around, so it's hard for me to get in a spot where I'm not getting blared out here. Anyway, 9 to 15 foot of water, rocky points, and there wasn't anything on the bed yet. That Chinook has been going over for the past 2 or 3 days. I don't know what they're out doing in that big old thing so much. Anyway, didn't see anything on the beds at all. Didn't see anything cruising up shallow either. All the fish I seen cruising was at least 9 or 10 foot deep. That water's so clear on Tenkiller that I could see the bottom at 20 feet of water most places. Anyway, that's what he caught all his on. True Faith custom bait jig. I got second place in big bass. I was using True Faith custom bait wobble head with a big bite baits fighting frog. You just rig it, Texas rig on the old wobble head. Be just like that. My big bass was 5 pounds, 5.24 pounds, which is 5 1/4 pound bass. I had big bass at the tournament, and we had second place with 14 pounds. My partner, he also caught several fish on a Texas rig Cinco. Using the Texas rig Cinco, well, this is a Yum Dinger. It's made by Yum. It's a Yum Dinger. The same thing as a Cinco. Anyway, that's what he threw, and he caught several fish on. It was Texas rigged as well. Just go in just a little ways, maybe a 1/4 inch at the most. Bring it back up like that. And there you go, Texas rig Cinco. He was using a 1/4 ounce weight, and he also had a glass bead between the weight and the Cinco to make it rattle a little more. He caught several fish on that. The smaller fish came on that. The bigger fish came on the fighting frog. My first fish of the day was a 3 pounder, and then Josh caught 3 after that on the Cinco. Then I caught about a 2, 2.5, and then I caught caught another 2.5. Josh caught another 2-pounder or so. Pound to 2 pound, pound and a half to 2 pounds. Then I caught the 5.24, and then we caught some other fish. We culled several times. Sometimes it was just by an ounce or two, and other times it was like when I caught that 5-pounder, I tossed back a 14-inch Kentucky that probably weighed 1.25 pounds. So we gained 4 pounds right there. But anyway, water is extremely clear on Tenkiller. The water temperature was 60 to 61 degrees. And that really surprised me not to see any fish on the bed since the water temperature was 60, 61 degrees. But there was no beds, no white spots, no nothing. And I didn't even see any fish cruising the shallows. Like I said, all the fish I seen cruising was 9 foot and deeper. And I saw some really big fish. Just couldn't get them to bite anything. But anyway, I got that 5-pounder to bite, thank goodness. I made a really long cast. It was extremely clear water like that. You want your trolling motor set just as low as you can go with it. In the conditions, like it was 20-mile-an-hour wind, so I had to have it on 4 or 5 to keep us going forward. But the slower and quieter the trolling motor is, the better. The quieter you can be in the boat, the better. Really long casts will help get you more bites. Turn off your electronics. It's that clear. I could see where the flat came out from the bank and it dropped off. I was fishing that drop off is what I was fishing. Going right down that drop and working it parallel down that drop when I caught that big one. Well, mainly when we caught them all, we was paralleling the drops where it dropped off from the flat into the deeper water. The fish is there. They're getting ready to come up and spawn. They're just not ready yet for some reason. But anyway, make an extremely long cast, fishing down those drops. Being as stealthy as we could, I turned off my electronics so there wasn't none of that pinging going on. And that helped put more fish in the boat. Well, that's my update on the Tenkiller tournament. If you're going over to Tenkiller, be prepared to fish 9 to 15 foot deep. It's going to get warm later this week. I mean, last night was the full moon. I figured there'd be fish moving up to spawn, which they may have last night. I'm not saying that they're not up there now, but Sunday they was not up there. Today's Tuesday. Tonight's the full moon. Tonight's the full moon. The fish may be in the shallows. You may be up there sight fishing them now. When they do get moved up good, I'd throw a long A bomber and use it for a wake bait. Just reel it just fast enough to make it move. Don't let it dive under the water. I'd be fishing some sort of soft plastic, baby brush hog, fighting frog, and throwing just beyond where the nest is and bring it back into the nest and just twitch it. You can also throw a drop shot in there, a tube, anything just that you can set in that nest and aggravate them into biting. If you want to throw a topwater this time of year, some sort of prop bait like a devil's horse or a wood chopper, or you can throw a popper. It's something that you can set still right over their head. You know, you can bubble a whopper plopper up there right over the nest and stop it, kill it for a minute, and give it a couple of twitches if you wanted to as well. flukes will work really good. It's that time of year where anything's going to work really good, actually. But anyway, that's my report from Tenkiller. And thanks again for watching. If you like what you see on here, please subscribe. Please share with your friends and hit the like button. And I will see you on the water.